Welcome back to Area DMG. I am your host, Will Busley, the Mile High Mouth, and today we're going to take a look at the stuff added to the Nintendo Switch Online stuff. Stuff added to Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, Family Computer, and Nintendo Entertainment System. We're going to start out with the stuff that was added in Japan first, because there's some stuff that was added in Japan that, of course, didn't come out over here, and vice versa. A lot of people have been saying that this batch of things is just terrible, and we're going to find out. Let's see what was added. Well, this is what was added in Japan. We were given Bamboozle, Dead Dance, and Persona If. Where is it? Shin Megami Tensei If. Let's check real quick. From Atlas. Let's see here. We're not going to be able to read any of this, unfortunately. Yep, something if. Yeah, I would need like translation notes or something for this. And here it is. They're asking me questions. Boop, 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 boop. That's my name. Yep, and I'm naming other characters. Yes. I don't know what any of this means. Okay. It's like a demented version of the professor from the Touch Generation stuff. Wait, no. I wanna let's go back over here a second. Let's move this out to places where I don't know. Let's see here. I'll put it next to this one. There we go, because that one's Atlas as well. This one's Jalico. It is Dead Dance. And let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm just moving the microphone here a little bit. Okay. Dead Dance. There is a story. You can pick these people. I think there's an English name for this. I forgot what the English name is. Oh, and this is like a fighting game of some sort. Yep, I'm right. Okay, I don't know what's happening here. I'm trying to remember if this is an English version or not. Oh, nope. Wow. Yep. Well, it's a fighting game. I wonder if this is one that we already got. We'll find out in a moment when we go to the English stuff. I'll put it over here with Psycho Dream. We'll take a look at Bamboozle. Sorry. Move on. Do a new game. New password is bomb. Okay, so it's got... I don't know what these do. Oh, wait. Am I supposed to get rid of all the bombs? I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do. So maybe... Okay. Let's reset real quick on this one. Do Kimco. Play 3D. Ah. Oh, isometric views are terrible. Okay. And let's move that somewhere else. There's fine. Okay, let's get out of there for a moment. Yeah, and we'll check out what was added to the Famicom stuff. So they got Dead Dance and Persona If. And I think both regions got like this one that they added to the Famicom stuff. That'd be funny. You go there and it's like okay. Let's see what we got. Yep, the special version of Super Mario Bros. 3. Special version of Super Mario Bros. 3 that sets you up at the last level with like a whole bunch of items. See? For the 35th anniversary. It's for the 35th anniversary. Look, they give you all sorts of stuff to play with. You got a little bit of every kind of power-up, including the neat little power-ups like the Hammer Brothers suits. P-Wings, that could do things for skipping normal levels. Frog suits. Yeah. That was kind of nice. That actually looks like something that they would have added just kind of like, hey, they give you 35 lives because Mario's 35th anniversary. I feel like this was something they were supposed to add a while back and just didn't. I kind of feel like they're actually behind when it comes to a lot of these. And that some of the stuff that would be kind of interesting for this, they've had to secure rights for. Now, that doesn't mean that there's ones that they couldn't get rights for or that they would get rights for. For example, people were talking about like, why is there no Final Fantasy? Well, there's no Final Fantasy on there because of Square Enix. That's kind of one of the reasons holding back Super Mario RPG as well. But if you want to play Secret of Mana, it's on Collection of Mana. If you want to play the Castlevania NES games and Super NES games, they're right here. Same with the Contra games. And there's a bunch of these where it's just there on other stuff. Like, for example, let's see if I can find it over here. Although this one is weirdly enough not available in the US currently. It was for a little while, then it just kind of dropped off. But the 30th Anniversary Collection, which has all sorts of stuff in it. Oh, like stuff like Crystallis, by the way, is like on the SNK collection. The NES version's on that. So some stuff from Capcom and like the Mega Man stuff is on the Mega Man collection. Some stuff from Capcom, Konami, and Square Enix is on other stuff. So you're probably not going to see it on the Nintendo Entertainment System stuff. Let's go back over here to here, see what they added. I think we got the same Super Mario Bros. 35 Nintendo Entertainment System thing. Because, like, you look at it. It's like, there's 35 lives. Why are there 35 lives? Oh, because it was intended to celebrate the 35th anniversary. And they just hadn't put it in. And in a way that feels terrible that that's what happened. It's the same one. Yep, see? Look. 35 for Mario's 35th anniversary. Yeah. And let's get out of there for a second. And let's go see what was added to the Super Nintendo stuff. Yeah, I know. People are just like, oh, this one's so weak. And I'm like, yeah, it kind of is. But we're getting a lot of like the weird, obscure stuff. Like we got that weird. Actually, we've got a lot of weird ones that have been added. Okay, what's new? Bamboozle, Claymates, and Jelly Boy. Okay, let's see. Were any of these? We got the Ignition Hour, Defense Force, Brawl Brothers, Logic Bomb, Tough Enough, Doomsday Warrior, the Peacekeepers. Which one of these was okay, this is a Jellicoe one. Let's take a look here for a second. Because I could have sworn that other thing. Nope, this is not the right one. Try and remember if Dead Dance is anything in the US. Let's see. Dead Dance game. No, it's Dead Dance. There we go. Oh, it's Tough Enough. So that one is called Tough Enough in the US, and it's, where was it? I had it just a moment ago. Yeah, hey punk, you tough enough. Yep. Weird. We've already taken a look at Bamboozle. It's the same across the board. We'll put that over there with Spanky's Quest and Baseball Simulator. Jelly Boy, which is an ocean game, and the Claymates. Let's find out. Wow, they wanted so many of those to be something. Interplay. You know, if they put out Clay Fighter on here, I'd be amazed. That'd be something. They'd be like, we put out Rise of the Robots, Balls, and Claymates. People would be like, why? Why are you doing this? Wait, they put out Evo on here? They're like, finally, we've decided, or they'll be like, we decided to put in a game, finally, for Super Nintendo on here. And they'll be like, SimCity 2000 for the Super Nintendo. Actually, I'd like that, especially if they kept in the weird mouse controls. Yeah, let's check and see what Claymates is about. Perfect my serum, I don't care. Switch through there. Oh no, become a horrible blob. Being a horrible blob is a little bit dispiriting, but it makes you want to, like, weirdly post on Twitter. Clayton's Yard. Okay, what do my buttons do? Okay. Oh, now I'm a mouse. Oh, wow, these are floaty. I heard that these are momentum based. Oh no. Momentum based controls. Wait, although you can abuse those. Let's see, let's abuse them. Okay. Okay. There we go. Oops. Okay, got it. No! These are way floaty controls. Like... Ooh, okay. holding the button makes you jump higher on those. Whoop. Okay, but wait. I can't get to that. Oh no. I think we're supposed to get to the end of the level. Oof. This is Euro platformer all over it. Look at that momentum though. Oof, we died. So eating certain stuff like makes you larger, makes you changes you a little bit. Well, that's unique. It's kind of like the stuff they add to when they add stuff to Netflix and they add a bunch of stuff so you kind of ignore the terrible stuff they add to it. Because they don't add a ton of stuff to this, people are more susceptible to the stuff that does show up. Probe development. Jelly Boy. From EA. It's in the game, unfortunately. So you start a new game. Hang on a sec. Oh, why does this have loading? Oh, that's not exactly crude-ish. I bet these are different areas you get to at some point. What we got? Okay, so we need to find the keys to the other places, the other worlds. That's our world hub. In this world hub here, we'll probably find... Here goes Jelly. Oh. Yeah. Don't have any bits yet. I don't like blind leaps. You see them in these games and it's like, why? Why are you there, blind leap? Ooh. Oh. Neat. Oh, I see what that does. Oh man, if I had it again, I could, now that I know what it does. Does it respawn? It does not appear to respawn. Dang. Ugh, I lost some keys. Puzzle pieces. I don't have any bits yet. Oop, dang it. Hang on a sec. Well, this is one that I'm like, I am not compelled to play more of that. There's some weird ones they've put out recently. And to be perfectly honest, let's take a look at what we've got here, right? We have Super Mario All-Stars, we have Super Mario World, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, which, if you're a fan of emulation or whatnot, you know is particularly difficult to get right. You have Breath of Fire 2. I think we're missing Lagoon, we're missing Earthbound, we're missing Super Mario RPG. We have Star Fox and Star Fox 2. We don't have things like Terranigma, which I don't expect us to get. I'm trying to think what stuff we're missing that's like huge. I know people are like, well, what about Turtles in Time? What about it? Would you rather have the Super Nintendo Turtles in Time, or would you rather have somebody pour over the arcade version in the future? I think I'd go with the arcade version. Okay, well, what about Killer Instinct? Who owns the rights to Killer Instinct currently, especially the Super Nintendo one? That'd be Microsoft. Who owns the rights to characters in Super Mario RPG plus music in Super Mario RPG? Square Enix. Who owns the rights to the music in Earthbound? Apple. Apple Music owns that. It's kind of a messed up thing. Kind of like how it's taken forever to get Sonic 3 on stuff. Trying to think what we could be missing. Well, Mario and Wario would be a good one. That would have to be an import. Ooh, let me think. I mean, we'd all like Chrono Trigger, but knowing Square Enix, we'd probably get Chrono Trigger as like a standalone title you have to buy. So let me think. 5 SNES games, right? If you have like a list of the top games for the Super NES, right? Most places that have a list of that, they have like Turtles in Time, right? Which you wouldn't get on this because of licensing issues. I mean, and the reason you wouldn't get it on licensing issues is because, well, how who owns the rights to the home version of that? Konami. Konami's kind of horrible about getting the stuff over. Capcom's a little bit better here and there. Next one on that though is Harvest Moon. And who owns the rights to name Harvest Moon? Natsume. Who owns the actual game? Marvelous. Which is why you've got like Natsume titles like Spanky's Quest, but not Harvest Moon. Oof. Super Mario All Stars, we got that. F-Zero, we got that. Contra 3 The Alien Wars is available separately in Konami's little thing, right? Secret of Mana is available separately from Square's thing. Super Mario Kart is here. ActRaiser's one that, like... Who's got the rights to ActRaiser? Ooh, that's one that we need. Street Fighter 2 Turbo is on that Street Fighter collection. Super Castlevania 4. I'm reading through the list that I found on like Den of Geek. Super Castlevania 4 is in that Castlevania collection. Donkey Kong Country is here. NBA Jam? Really? Tetris Attack or Pound Upon? That is... Where is that? I know I'm popping Twin B. It's right here. This is Tetris Attack. Super Punch Out? It's right up here somewhere. Yep. Kirby Superstar right here. Final Fantasy 2, or Final Fantasy 4 essentially. Super Mario RPG, Mega Man X. The only ones here that Nintendo has real control over are Earthbound and if I look through that list, the majority of the titles that are on many of these lists, the ones that top these lists, are either available separately or Nintendo doesn't have any real control over getting them on here. I mean, Earthbound is the big one we need. Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings. Although, to be perfectly honest, if they want to do like an Earthbound trilogy, which would probably be like Earthbound Beginnings, Earthbound, Earthbound Ends. Yeah, because I've always thought like Earthbound Mother 3 should be called Earthbound Ends on this. I would rather have those in their own little collection, standalone. I mean, I look at this and I'm like, as much as people like to slag on this for not having enough games, maybe they could go and finish some of the ones here. I mean, seriously. I put so much time into Super Mario World. So much time in Super Mario All-Stars. There are literally hundreds of hours of game here. How many of you have 102 or 103%ed Donkey Kong Country 2? Or Donkey Kong Country 3? How many of you met the disturbing game and final boss of Kirby's Dream Land 3? Or Kirby Superstar, which has the Great Cave Offensive, which is one of the best Kirby's Dream Land things ever. Some of the stuff that's on here, I mean, you're not going to get Uniracers. That's Pixar's fault. It might take a little bit to get Earthbound back. That's Apple's fault. Like Apple Music. There's a bunch of stuff here, right? I'm trying to think what else this needs. And the only thing I can really think of is Earthbound. I know people would be like, well, what about Castlevania and Mega Man X? Yeah, those are available separately in their own things. But yeah, those are the games that were added to the Nintendo Switch Online service as of I think the 28th. Yeah. Not really that exciting this time around. Although that 35th anniversary Super Mario Bros. 3 file there is pretty great. Not a lot. Ah well. But what's already there, people should probably play through and appreciate. All these people talking about like, we don't have Earthbound. You never beat Earthbound. Okay, I have beaten Earthbound. Earthbound is like 100+ hour game, right? Yeah. Even if they put it on there, you're not going to beat it. These people, it's like people who sit there and like, I need Demon Souls on everything. Or Dark Souls. And you never beat any of those. So no. When I see people complaining online about like, oh, they added 3 games that I've never played before. And they're not that good. Yeah. But do those spoil your enjoyment of everything else on the system? You have the best Legend of Zelda game on there. You have Link to the Past right there on the Super Nintendo. And you can play the Japanese version of it on the Super Famicom thing, which has different graphics in many areas. Yes, I mean, people. Anyways, thank you for sitting through my ranting. And what do you think of the games that were added to the Nintendo Switch Online thing? I looked at it, I'm like, nothing I'm too excited about. Actually, let me tell you something about like some of these ones here on the Nintendo Entertainment System. If you want to play Crystallis, that is available in the SNK collection. If you want to play the Mega Man games, they're available in the Mega Man collection. But what you should be checking out while you're here, and one of the ones they're missing, I mean, the heck, they even have Crystallis in here. Wow. It's available in the SNK thing, but they still have it here. See, SNK plays nicely. Do we have Mega Man on here? We do not. They would rather have that. They have that as their own thing that they sell people. We got some weird ones, though, like Journey to Silius? But no, you look at this stuff here, right? For the NES, we're missing Earthbound Beginnings. I think we're missing... Well, we need Star Tropics 2. Yeah. Like, literally, the only other ones I want are... I want Earthbound Beginnings and Star Tropics 2. I know people will be like, but what about DuckTales and Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers? Well, let's see. The PlayStation and Xbox both have Disney Afternoon Collection. The Nintendo Switch doesn't have that and needs it. We got all this other stuff. I mean, at some point, they just would have to start adding stuff like festival games or games that like you know when they did the little tours at Blockbuster, they'll start adding stuff like that, and people will be like, "Why would you do that?" And they're like, "Because we can." I mean, you look at some of these. The fact that they put Versus Excite Bike on here is pretty great. Some of these games are, we need Deja Vu and we need Shadowgate. Yeah, there's a few things on the NES one that they really should bring over. We have Blaster Master. And then 3 completely not that well, kind of related games on the on the Switch normally. I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling here. Probably not going to get Yoshi's Cookie because of bulletproof software. You know, the Tetris Company. Yeah. there's some stuff like maybe we could get like who do they have to murder to get Goonies 2? Or the Goonies ones that were on here, yeah. Those would be nice. I wouldn't mind some of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff, but Heck, there's a lot of great NES games that could be on here. But when you look at what is, and honestly, how many people have actually beaten the Lost Levels? I beat it as part of Super Mario All-Stars. I beat Lost Levels in Super Mario All-Stars. I have the hardest time with it on the NES, like the old NES version. And even on the little Super Mario Bros. Classic thing, I think I'm on like level 7 of that. You know, the little Game & Watch thing. Yeah. Kid Icarus is good. But really, people, if you're upset about like what was added to it, maybe check out some of the stuff on here if you haven't already. I mean, Star Tropics. How many of you have beaten Star Tropics? You should go beat Star Tropics. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, Namco has a whole bunch of their NES games available in the Namco collections. Yeah. It's weird. We got stuff like Tecmo Bowl on here. Ice hockey. We have like Balloon Fight. That's a good one. We don't have Donkey Kong Math. They should bring that. Most of the Kunio-kun games like Super Dodgeball or River Sea Ransom are on a collection all their own on the Switch. So, yeah. I think people talk about like, oh, there's not a virtual console. I'm like, there kind of is. I mean, you have these. And then you have things like, let me find it. Oh yeah, I'm going to do some video coverage for these 3 games leading up to the release of the 3rd one. And I'm going to probably do some video about all these at some point. Yeah. Where is it? I was going to say, if you want to play like some of those games like the Contra ones and all that, or Castlevania, they're all available here. They were sold separately. Yeah. The Dragon Quest ones were also sold separately. We're missing 4. If we could get 4, that would be great. Like a remake of 4. Because these are all remakes of the old NES ones. And then you have, like I mentioned, the Mega Man Legacy Collection, the Mega Man X Legacy Collection, and Zero and all that. And those have all those in there. See, that's your virtual console. It's available in compilations. I mean, there's Secret of Mana, Trials of Mana, which had a new translation. And yeah, there's a bunch. Virtual console stuff like Arcade Archives and Hamster, they did a good job of this too. This is the first time we've had like an arcade perfect version of Donkey Kong in forever. So people complaining about the free games added to it, it never sits well with me. Yeah, you probably agree more with the people who dislike that and are just disappointed by a lack of Earthbound, essentially. If you're one of those people, go ahead and comment below. And thank you, by the way, for sticking through the video all the way to the end. If you're here, you're awesome. And until the next video comes out, you are now caught up.
Morning, Maya.